I just think London as a city, its potential for creative excellence is just like, dude, you ever go back and listen to Boy in the Corner?
It's crazy.
Dude,
crazy. It's crazy.
As a tapestry,
I can't cope when I listen to it.
I was speaking to a friend of mine the other day, and he told me that, you know, well, in fact, I wasn't speaking about that. I was speaking about Treading on Thin Ice, Wiley's album, Yeah, it was slept on, and because I sent him a track from it called "Got Somebody Now," and he was like, oh, "I wasn't really feeling it." I said, I can only say that maybe at the time what that song came around, at the time when grime was really finding itself as a genre, you know, grime had a lot of experimentation in it. I said to him, all I can say is that you weren't of age at the time to hear this and feel a resonance.
Thank you.
Do you understand what I mean? When I hear that shit, bro, it resonates with me because it resonates with the way East London was at that time. I remember it so well, and it just takes me straight back. And this is what I think is amazing about music. It carries that nostalgic magic, bro. It carries nostalgic magic.
I found the whole thing amazing, the way that the sound of that era was defined on maybe 2 or 3 poignant sounds, like the snare of Wiley. That esky snare. It's just, you still can't match that now.
Nah, bro, you can't, man. It's like it's such a potent snare, man. It snaps, but it snaps with so much skip. You know that skippy flow. With
when the tone is on a
dude, I'm telling you, man. It's like sometimes I hear snares and I feel like they land too heavily, and it doesn't allow the song to ride on with enough sort of skip, essentially, of that bounce. But you see what it was about those Wiley snares and just his drums in general, and also just the bit sounds he used, the samples he used, just the samples he used.
Cool, you don't need to
Alright, cool. The samples he used. It meant that his beats and his flow just skipped along effortlessly.
Smashed it, bro.
And I was watching his Westwood freestyle from 2008 yesterday, and I just thought, okay, yeah, the Stormzy beefs happen, and everybody thinks Stormzy's won, but it doesn't matter what Stormzy does here. Wiley's achievements and his legacy are so far-reaching, so sort of monumental in terms of the history of UK music. Almost, you could say, when he sings for people, it's literally sport. He can't truly be beaten in a grand sense of the word. Beaten. You can only have him in a little bout. But if we're talking, I haven't heard anybody spit like the way he spits in that Westwood freestyle. I think he's incredible.
And with still aggression and passion.
Clarity. The clarity, the aggression, the passion, but also just the sort of, he seems like a sensei. He's got this bar when he says, you know, it's unusual, but I talk to the dead. And I just think that sums him up. Man said, it's unusual, but I talk to the dead. He's trying to make a point to you, like, I'm not like you guys. I talk on a different level. And the thing is, he recorded another one. He calls himself the most unusual star on the planet. He is so unusual, man. I was talking to my boy the other day. I said, Wiley is so different.
He is.
I do think in terms of character, in terms of like idiosyncrasies, etc., he is the most alternative in terms of the way his character comes across of every star in London.
Challenging, for sure.
Very challenging. You watch his interviews, dude, he's interrupting the interviewer. He's correcting things the interviewer says. He's going on tangents. He's so frank. He's so frank, bro.
He's triggered all the time.
Dude, all the time. He's always like, it seems like he's leading the interview. I just don't think there's any other stars like him. I don't think there's anybody like Wiley. And I mean, shout out to Wiley, man. I just think he's a legend.
No one else will actually say what they think.